Alright guys, what's going on? This is going to be a video on how to update your custom firmware to 6.60 ME 1.6. I have the light custom firmware here and the permanent custom firmware. So this video I'm going to be showing how to install the permanent custom firmware. I will be making a video on how to install the light custom firmware 6.60 ME 1.6 very soon. So let's get to it. So as you can see, my PSP here, I have a PSP 2000 model. So if you look at the camera down at the bottom right there, so I'm going to be installing the permanent version of this in this video. So I have 6.60 ME 1.5. I'm just simply going to update this. So I'm just going to pop this in the USB mode really quick. Pop it back in. And let's get to it. So you're going to go to your computer here and locate your removable drive for your PSP and leave that like that. Now the file I'm going to have you download, I will have the link for the light custom firmware as well in this video. So here's the light custom firmware right here, but we're going to be installing the permanent custom firmware. So yeah, these two files you can download through this video. Also light custom firmware for PSP 2000 version 2, 3000 and PSP Go. You can download that here as well, but I will be making a tutorial on how to install it correctly on those devices. So we're going to do the permanent real quick. So I'm going to take the permanent right here, the 6.60 ME 1.6, and double click on that and open it up. If you don't have an extraction program, just right click on it and say extract to your desktop. Doesn't matter really where. And you're going to see the release 660 ME folder. Open that up and you're going to see the LEDA folder, translate and update folders, and the readme text for Japanese, regular English readme, and the info text. So we're going to be looking at the update folder. So what you're going to want to do is go to your PSP memory stick and open up the PSP folder and then open up the game folder. And what you're going to do is drag and drop that update folder into the PSP game folder. And now what we're going to do is on the PSP memory stick, we're going to go back to the memory stick root and go to the SE plugins folder. And what you're going to do in your extracted files, open up the LEDA folder, drag and drop the leda.prx into the SE plugins folder. If you don't have an SE plugins folder, just right click on the directory and make one. Now inside the SE plugins folder, you will see the leda.prx right there. What we're going to do now is make a game text. If you don't have one already, just right click and say new text document, call it game, all capital letters, all lowercase letters, it doesn't matter. Double click and open that up, and inside you're going to want to write the following: ms0:/seplugins/leda.prx space 1. Make sure that is written there like that. I will have that described in the description below. Exit that and save it, and now you can exit your PSP memory stick. And let's get to work. So I'm just going to exit USB mode real quick and reset the VSH so you can see what the hell's going on with the remote joy. Let that boot back up. Plug that in, and we are going. So another thing, if you have an XMB control, like say you're on Pro custom firmware, you're going to want to uninstall that, because there's for Pro custom firmware and there's for ME custom firmware, and ME settings are not the same as Pro settings. So be sure to uninstall the XMB control before you update from a different firmware. If you're on ME already and you're just updating to another ME custom firmware, or like if you're on a Pro firmware updating to another Pro firmware and you have that installed, then that's fine. But if you're updating like from Pro to ME or to God or something like that, Pro to God is fine. God to Pro is fine. Just anything other than God or Pro, if you're on God or Pro and you're updating to ME, or if you're on ME and you're updating to God or Pro, uninstall the XMB control. Other than that, you're fine. So you're going to go over to the game here, and you're going to see the minimum edition PSP update version 6.60. So you're going to start that up. So I'm going to unplug this now, so let the game boot up so I can show you what the hell's going on. And of course it's not going to work. Okay, anyways, it's just gonna be custom firmware 6.60 installed for hackable PSP by Neuron. Added the 200/100 CPU clock, updated VSH menu. Now you can translate the text or use translate text and fix an ISO size when dumped through USB and XMB. So press X to start. So you're just gonna start it. It's gonna flash all that shit, as you can see there, and it's gonna reboot automatically in 6 seconds. Now that it's rebooted. Oh, yeah, sure. See, it works now. The fuck? And I have it. Let's see. Plugin manager. Remote Joy Light for game is enabled. Okay, that was gay. Anyways, um, now if you scroll to your system settings and go to your system information, you have 6.60 ME 1.6 permanent custom firmware on your PSP 1000 or 2000 hackable models. So again, I will have the links for download for the Light custom firmware as well as this permanent firmware. I will make a review on this custom firmware for you guys, and also I will make a video on how to install the Light custom firmware on the PSP Go, which you can see right here. Um, so yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the firmware. Rate, comment, subscribe, and you got any questions, send me a comment, leave me a message, I'll reply. And yeah, so take it easy, guys. Enjoy your firmware. Be sure to check out my website and blog. And I'll see you guys later with a review video and an install with the Light custom firmware. So take it easy, and I'll talk to you later.